everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to draw a cute narwhal. And if you don't know what a narwhal is, it's also known as the unicorn of the sea, because it's this really cool whale that has this like unicorn horn on its head, and it's awesome. So let me show you how to draw that. You'll need a sharp pencil like a narwhal's horn. So let's build up the shape here of the narwhal. I'm going to start off with kind of a circle shape for the narwhal's head. This is going to give me that kind of domed noggin that they have. And then I'm going to place in kind of my backbone. So I'm going to just go like so. And you can have your narwhal with his tail down. You could bring it up for his tail up. You could have it just straight out as he's swimming, however you want to. They're easygoing as far as that. And then you're going to make this kind of odd tear shape. So as it gets further down the tail, this line is going to thin out just a little bit until it gets down towards the back tail there. All right, now what's kind of cool is their back tail here kind of does, where most whales kind of have like this tail like so. The narwhal has this kind of tail that kind of comes out. It's more of a, it's almost like a mustache, you know, like whoa. They've got just a fanciful little mustache there. And then let's go over to his flippers here. So we're gonna go, here's the circle for his noggin, and we're gonna go back just a little bit, and we'll have the front of his flipper come out and the back side kind of come out, and then it just kind of connects. So it's kind of got this little bit of a, whatever that shape you would call it, almost a triangle, kind of a weird triangle, but connected to his body. So there's one, and we'll put the other one kind of hiding over here a little bit. So they don't have like a dorsal fin up here, like the porpoise stew or killer whales and things like that. Like a dolphin or a killer whale, they have that definite whale back, but they do have a little bit of a ridge bump right here. It just kind of comes out, kind of like the humpback whale has just a little bit of a ridge bump. And then they have this really nice domed noggin, just like a beluga whale, if you've seen pictures of belugas. Okay, so then let's draw his face first before we get into his cool horn. So he has kind of these little pursed lips that kind of come out just a little bit. And they actually are like very similar to the beluga, come into this little bit of a smile. And then his bottom jaw down there coming down into his body there. And then his eyeball is just right back. Here's his little mouth, so his eye is just right above his little smile line. So now we get to put on his really cool little horn. So for that, I'm going to use my trusty little ruler here. And his horn comes out right from the top part of his lip, and it comes just straight out from the head. So I'm going to draw a nice little line this way. And then I'm just going to bring that ruler up a little bit, but still keep it angled down towards that point. And draw that line. And that's a great way to get a straight line, or straightish line. I have a lot of people saying, oh, I can't draw because I can't even draw a straight line. Neither can I, and neither can a lot of artists. That's why we use rulers. Okay, so to make this look a little bit round, I'm going to take and curve that line connecting so it looks like it has a little bit of depth to it. And then I'm going to end that point off. And it does have kind of from the photos, has a little bit of texture around it, kind of like if you look at a unicorn horn, kind of that cool spiral effect. Maybe not as precise as that, but they kind of do grow in that kind of spirally horn kind of shape. So if the preschool TV show Aquanauts is true to their telling of information, the beluga whale uses this horn to pierce through the ice in the Arctic so that they can get through those big glaciers to get through things. So that's what it's used for. I thought they used it to like attract a girl or something. I don't know what I thought they used it for. Yeah, good old Aquanauts telling you what you need to know. Alright, so there's our beluga whale. Now you can go back with your eraser and erase the lines that we don't need anymore. And make sure your beluga whale isn't too skinny. Mine's a little bit skinny, so I'm going to fatten him up a little bit. He has to have a nice good fat reserve so that he doesn't freeze in the Arctic water. So this is the part where you can kind of decide, is this drawing going to be more realistic or cartoony? If you want it cartoony, you're going to add some definite outlines, whereas if you want to make it more realistic, you're going to work on your shading and your value and all this. For this one, I'm going to make it a little bit more cartoony, so I'm going to grab my brush pen and I'm going to go ahead and ink this in. He's inked in. I'm going to let him dry for a few seconds before I erase it because otherwise it'll smudge my drawing. And as I was inking this in, I thought, well, maybe I didn't explain that too well on how to get that kind of texture. But then I realized I've actually already done that explaining. If you go to my How to Draw a Unicorn tutorial video, I go into great depth on actually drawing out the unicorn horn. So I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. Jump over there, check that out. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.